Alright, we are live. Welcome back to my shiny Latios hunt stream. And hopefully this time we're going to get it. It has been using struggle for, what, we failed it 3 times already. But that won't let us stop. That won't let us, do not let this demotivate us by any way. The beautiful thing about RNG Manipulation shinies is the fact that you can basically try for an infinite amount of times. So you have infinite tries. So I'm going for this one that I have highlighted here. A careful Latios with pretty good, except for defense and speed, IVs. And I will get this Latios on the frame 14,872. Third time's the charm, good luck, thanks darling. Yeah, I really hope that this time it won't be this much of a struggle, let's say. Alright, I can make you into moderator, I think. There we go. Alright, then let's start. So when this timer reaches 0, I have to click A the exact moment it reaches 0, and then I should get the shiny Latias. It's not a Latias, it's a Latios. Thing is, it's very difficult to catch. It has self-healing moves, and because it has such a low catch rate, it's very hard to catch, even if you bring over 100 net balls, as it is the case with what I prepared for hunting this. I want to catch the Pokemon in a netball because it fits with the color scheme, has a nice teal coloring to it. The problem, is that Latios has a catch rate of 3, which is very, very, very low, and the netball has a catch factorization of 1, because it's not a bug and it's not a water type either. So it functions essentially the same as a Pokeball, which, for those of you who have played Pokemon for a long time, know that the Pokeball, the standard red and white Pokeball, isn't the best ball to use in terms of catch rates. So trying to get a legendary, which usually have very low catch rates, to stay in a ball like that can be tricky. And if this wasn't a RNG hunt, I would have chucked a Master Ball at some point, because a normal full art shiny, losing that just hurts. Failing at the RNG shiny doesn't really hurt. I mean, we are several hours in trying to get this shiny, but I can get it to appear essentially an infinite amount of times. Keep saying the stream's current bitrate is lower. Don't know why though. And I'm not sure if I can change that. Doesn't seem to affect anything though. today I'll stream until the latest 19 or 7 p.m. my time. I have a friend coming over at that time and I'd like to be present for that friend. Hopefully, though, the Latios won't be as stubborn as it was the last few times. Alright, 10 seconds remaining. And of course, not the first time it's not correct. Or not the exact. Not gonna calibrate because I know that the frame that I'm reaching for is the exact frame. I just need to get it right. Of course, kind of difficult, seeing as you have to hit or be precise. Really precise. It's the window, the time window that you have to get correct is 1/60th of a second. So quiet. Guess it's still the holidays for those of you who either have a work contract where it is, or for those of you going to school. Now I'm so clumsy. Chat's very quiet as well. Maybe this isn't the time where most of my viewers are online. Doesn't look like it. Good thing that they introduced Mins in Pokemon Generation 8, or also known as Sword and Shield, because then this careful Latios can be changed and it can work, or the stats are calculated as if it were a modest one. or a timid one, depends on what I want. Hope that's the correct timing. No, it is not. The hard part about this is not getting the timing right. The hard part about this is the Latios will eventually struggle and then it can hurt itself. And once it's KO, it's gone. We have to try and do the reset all over again. Till now this has been I would say, the hardest hunt, considering how many hours I poured into getting this one. Had a stream for 3 hours and another one, spontaneous stream yesterday. Still didn't want to stay in the ball. Oh, hey! Hey, Krito Skywalker. Sorry if I'm response will be off for a while. Gotta feed Doggo. That's very important that the dog is fed. And please tell your dog that he's a very good boy. Because he is. I know. I don't even need to know the dog because all dogs are good. Or pretty much all dogs. Of course, I'll let him know that. Yeah, that's good. Right, a little bit over a minute left remaining. I already know that if the Southern Island Latios is this resistant to getting caught, then I guess what I planned to do with my Sapphire. I have a Pokemon Sapphire cartridge that I bought at the flea market, and the battery, the inner battery, has run dry, which is exactly what I want, considering we are RNG manipulating. And if I get the Eon ticket on that one, which I automatically will, then I will have Latias on Southern Island instead of Latios, because in these games, Ruby and Sapphire, it's fixed. You can't choose like you can in Emerald. It's going to be hard. I already know that now. Let's see. No, that's not the correct one. Go Groudon, and it's not a Groudon. Wonder where James is at. Usually he should be in my stream by now. Oh yes, you told me that shiny Latios is cyan colored with orange symbol on his side. Yeah, it has a it's teal cyanish, yeah, a bit a hybrid color, and the triangle on its chest. It's usually red, but the shiny one has a orange triangle, which really pops on Sprite. I mean, the Sprite looks really good in terms of colors. I know that by the time Pokemon, the main series, transitioned to 3D with X and Y, some colors look a bit off, or they look faded, which is a shame. Some shinies, for example, Armaldo looks really good in Generation 3, and starting, I think, Generation 6, it's just a faded red instead of this fiery, intensive red that it used to have. About a minute remaining. What a quiet day today. Alright, 5 seconds. Nope, that's not it. Might as well take the time to mention a couple of things. So the first thing I will mention is that, well, I have had my YouTube account for over a decade now, but I want to revive it, reinstigate it, give it new life, and I have a Patreon, I have a Subscribe Star, and I have a Ko-fi, in case you want to help me a little bit. But I'm well on my way to get monetization back, so at least there's that. And on my community tab, the community tab on my channel, you can also vote for the next batches of shinies, which one would you like to see first? I do wonder if there's going to be yet another struggle battle or not. Sometimes you just get really unlucky in these games. No, there's a crow staring at me. Sorry, buddy, I just fed you before. And there's still some peanuts out there, you can grab them. Some reason. Is it just me, or is anyone else a bit tired today? Ten seconds left remaining. You can't see, you can't look at this sprite and then go, okay, it will be shiny or not, because you can't discern that from the sprite alone. You only see that when you enter the battle. Who's calling? Hey Jana, Alphons hier. Hey Alphons. Ich hatte vor kurzem einen Kampf, ich konnte ganz knapp gewinnen. He had a battle and he won just by... barely won, basically. Mein Altaria war einfach großartig. And that's great. I think the English name is also Altaria, the blue dragon bird. Apparently it was amazing. Okay, and that's it. Just calls me to tell me about his little bird dragon thing. You can run around, you can check your profile, just do not click on the video, because that will bring you to another frame and that would mess up the thing I'm doing before. Would mess up my Eontimer timer. There's nothing else really here on this island other than this puddle, this rock, You can go out. It doesn't really affect the frames. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole island. When you talk to this guy, you can go back, but obviously we don't want that. We want to catch the Latios. One minute remaining. Will it now? Will it take longer for me to get the timing right or catch the Pokemon? You never know. Alright, 10 seconds remaining from now. See if this was the correct input. Nope. Man, that intro, it is very nostalgic for me. Still looks good though. Sprites are clean and sharp. You can let the intro of the game play while the frame or Eontimer counts down, because the frame advancement will be the exact same even if you're just watching the intro and not playing the game. Just need to keep in mind that this message will pop up, so you can't maybe take the, should you have very early frames that barely are, what, 20 seconds, then you don't have the time to, I mean, the message will pop up, the battery has run dry message, and that can be a problem when you have very, very early shiny frames, but usually that doesn't happen. Been streaming for half an hour already. Now there's a second crow outside staring my window. Crows are really smart animals. If you are kind to them, they will remember your face and voice. They can even distinguish between the car I'm driving and other cars, so they must have also memorized the kind of car I'm driving. Because they do follow that as well sometimes. Ten seconds remaining. That's a normal Latios. Oh, hey, I'm a Blizzy. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully, it will be this time. Always struggled itself or himself to death. This time last time, yesterday, I tried to do the leperberry trick thing. That does buy me some time, but I mean, with the netball only being essentially as good in theory and in practice as a Pokeball, because it's not a water and not a bug type. We'll see. A good thing about RNG, like I said before, you can have infinite tries essentially. Should you ever release the, or should it ever be possible to use the event card or events that I'm a Blissey made on my PAL cartridge? That would be great. I would love to also shiny RNG manipulate these. Be nice having the beasts, the 3 legendary beasts as shiny. There is shiny manipulation in Colosseum and in XD, but I've actually never tried it. I just watched other people do it. And I know you need other programs for that as well. I think that you need some program that determines when you blink. Your character blinks, and if it blinks, you have to input that, and based on that it can guess the seed that the game is using. Having a shiny Celebi would be great as well. I mean, with the pink. Right, 10 seconds remaining. Now. Are you the shiny? No, you aren't. If any of you know a good nickname for the Latios or the Groudon, the shiny Groudon, the shiny Deoxys, then feel free to paste them or put them in the comments, put them in the chat. Still haven't thought of any good names. Except for the blue, or the shiny Mew, which I named Blue. Terrible, I know, but it's somewhat funny in an ironic kind of way. Depending on which side of my American viewer base, depending on which side they're from the US, they're probably still sleeping. It's 4 p.m. in the afternoon where I'm from, but I do have some viewers who are from a time zone where when I'm streaming, it's like, for example, right now it would be morning for them. It's 10:40 a.m. here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Depending on where you are from. I mean, I am from the GMT +1 time zone, so the same as Brussels, London, not London, Brussels, Amsterdam, Paris, and obviously I will have to keep the time difference in. I have to put that into consideration if I stream. Well, this is a spontaneous one, but hopefully we'll get them this time. 10 seconds remaining. Let's see if I get the timing correctly, and then we can try to catch him. Let's see if I was correct. The frame, no, I wasn't. I did once buy a sapphire cartridge for a relatively good price, and with relatively good price I mean 35 euros. But the thing is, the guy wanted to be kind and he changed the battery, but I bought the game to RNG manipulate, so that wasn't what I wanted. But I still use that sapphire. I could theoretically take the battery out and then it would act the same. But I didn't want to do that. So I use that particular save file or that specific cartridge to farm berries, because when your inner battery runs dry, the berry growing process cannot work anymore, because essentially time is frozen in a way. There's no time-based events that will occur anymore. No berry master or whatever his name is in every language. I assume his English name is a berry master. It's the old guy that is perfect at merging the berry, doing the berry thing to get the Pokeblocks. I was in Italy recently and I tried so hard to get an Italian Gen 3 game and I could not find one anywhere. That's bizarre. I have 2 Italian games. I have Pokémon Versione Rosso Fuoco, which is Fire Red, and the other one I also have Italian Leaf Green. Authentic copies. But maybe it depends on where you were in Italy. I mean, if you were to find them usually at a flea market or some kind of market, a bazaar. Italians love their markets. Speaking from experience there. I know that you can also RNG manipulate on Fire Red and Leaf Green, and you don't need to take the battery state into consideration. I don't even think it has a battery, but I could be mistaken on that. But I believe to have read that the Fire Red and Leaf Green cartridges don't have a battery. I know there's you need to do something different when you want to RNG manipulate on these games. But I am willing to try that as well. I haven't I didn't save or have a save file yet on the Leaf Green cartridge. I have on my Fire Red, but I played through that in a normal standard way, and I plan on using my Italian Leaf Green to shiny manipulate. Eevee can't even evolve into Umbreon or Espeon in them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I still remember trying back then when I had my Leaf Green copy, which was a German one. I mean, you don't know that, I'm a Blizzy, but my brother Sapphire, my Ruby, and our Generation 3 games have been stolen by who I assume is my cousin, one of my cousins. So I had to buy these games all over again. Well, I have them now, so it's no big deal now. But for anyone getting into them right now, it can be quite costly. They go for a pretty expensive price now. What is it in here around where I'm from? It's about 50 euros for a game. if it's boxed, they will ask even more, usually 100 euros, or the least I've seen Pokemon Emerald boxed was 80 euros. Hey, sorry I'm late, what did I miss? Hey James, glad to see you back. You didn't really miss anything until now. Haven't hit the right frame yet. Hopefully this time the Latios one, should I get the frame correctly, hopefully it won't struggle again, but that is a possibility. Really, is box gold 120? Is it Pokemon Gold for the Game Boy Color, or is it the hard gold? Both are very expensive. But I did see hard gold boxed with the Pokemon. What's it called again? The with when you purchased Soul Silver and hard gold back then, you got a what you called a pedometer, which counts your steps, and you could transfer your Pokemon on it, and you could go around, run around, and then it would gain experience, and you can get various items and other things, other goodies via that little thing. And I do remember seeing the boxed version with all that it came from for almost 300 euros, which is a lot. When you consider that you could get them back in the day for 40 euros, depending on where you go. There's a supermarket chain in, I mean, it's a not a German one, it's a French supermarket chain. It's called Auchan, Auchan. And sometimes they still do that. They have deals on games where you have to buy, or you buy it, but it's, for example, a 60 euro Switch game would cost 45 euros for a limited time. And imagine if you went ahead and bought, when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, when you bought 5 games, let's say. And one game was about 45 euros. You could make some really big profit today. Not that I'm incentivizing anyone to do that, because I myself, I really do not like scalping. It's just insane the price increase that has happened with some Pokemon games. Pokemon Gold GBC box is 120, Pokemon Yellow Special is 115. Oof. Loved Auchan. Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, they have a lot of things. Got caught up packing tomorrow. I'm exhausted, lol. I believe you. I also, always when I pack, when I go somewhere, I have some leftover, let's call it anxiety, where I'm like constantly going through my mind, did I forget anything? Did I maybe not pack it good enough? Could I have done something different? Yellow Special, I mean, the yellow is just the special version, let's say, of red and blue, and that's for the normal, very old Game Boy. I showed you I have them all, James, but when the battery runs dry on the old games, that's not as good, because that means you can't save anymore. If I'm not mistaken, the old GBA games, they did not save on the chip. They save using the bits of the battery. So they would use that charge in the battery to save data. And once that charge is gone, then it can't save anything anymore. But weird thing, my Pokemon Yellow is, the battery is empty on that one, but the Pokemon Red one, which is older, that cartridge is, it has to be older because it was produced before Yellow even came out. And also my Blue Pokemon Blue save, it still saves. Pokemon Red still saves. My old save is on there. They should be gone by now. Usually the battery life of these CR, what is it? I forgot the exact model, but it's some kind of CR battery. Usually the lifespan is about 20 years, but I have heard of some batteries that have a lifespan of 40 years. The same, so maybe I have one of these longer lived batteries inside of these games. It's just weird that my yellow can't save anymore because the battery's empty, and the older games, my blue and my red, they still work the same. Pack the SP and the 520 in 1DS game. Did you want me to bring anything else? No, I can't. No, don't actually. I mean, it would be better for you to still have some spare room left in your suitcase, in case you want to take something with you. Are you still willing to try the British version of Oasis? I mean, yeah, I can, but I really don't know what you deal with Oasis. I think it's disgusting. I mean, at least where I'm from. Don't even know if that drink is known with my American audience. It's basically orange juice or any other flavored juice, but the one that is produced where I live, I don't know, it's not good. It's cheap. Maybe the British version is better. I mean, I already noticed that the German and the Italian Nutella taste much better than the one I'm used to. Some countries in the EU have slightly different ways of making some foods. Maybe it depends from which factory they come from. UK Oasis is made by Coca-Cola. Maybe that's why it's better to me. I don't know where Oasis is produced in. I believe that we get it from the Netherlands, or either the Netherlands or Belgium, because we are in the Benelux. We usually share products with Belgium and the Netherlands. Or it's from France. Don't like British Nutella, but I loved it in Spain. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I mean, Italian Nutella for now. If I would make a tier list, let's say, of the best Nutellas that I have tasted, because I've tasted quite a lot in many various European countries, and the best one has been the Italian one until now. Just taste, I don't know, the taste isn't as artificial. Tastes more like hazelnut. Like hazelnut a lot. And this is not a shiny. Spain one was good. I also remember drinking Nutella. No, Jesus, don't do that. Saying it again. Eating Nutella in Spain. Once got home and tried British Oasis again, I would never want to try the Luxembourgish stuff again. Yeah, I mean, I did warn you, right? That wasn't good. It's just really cheap. Can't find anything about. I believe it's either produced in the Netherlands or Belgium, and we get it shipped, or it's the French one. But I wouldn't buy it even in Germany or France or wherever in Europe, because why buy that when you have so many good juices to choose from? mean, Europe has a very old and rich culture with food. Not gonna buy a cheap, watered down, orange flavored water. I may have to buy the Luxembourg Oasis again, just to follow tradition. You don't need to do that though. You don't need to kill your taste buds for me. Just or for any tradition or anything like that. Remember when you bought the these gag beans? These beans where you never know what they're going to taste like. Either they're going to taste like something good or they're going to taste like dishwash water or something disgusting like that. And I took one, and of course my first pick was a really terrible taste. I think I did get the dishwater one. Yeah, the jelly beans. I still remember how it tasted. Such a disgusting, horrendous taste. You threw them out. I mean, it's a funny party gag, I guess, but could have maybe, or maybe that wouldn't have been such a good idea. Bring it to the Sylvester party we're invited to. Let people have the dishwasher water Gene belly. You. Bean boozled. Yeah, I think it was called bean boozled. There were other flavors, if you can call it a flavor, that they described having, and I am so glad that I didn't taste that. I was gonna say, should I buy some food for the party? LOL, no. My friend already prepared everything for that. Like bamboozled, but with jelly beans. Yeah, I am aware of the pun. Still regret eating that. I didn't eat it, my tongue tip touched it, and that was enough already for me to have severely regretted my decision to try my luck with these beans. Hello, sorry about this. Took a shower as well, a much needed shower. You can do whatever you like. I mean, didn't really miss that much until now. Oh wait, if I do I think that body slam would kill it. Just out of pure curiosity, I'm going to try it. No, it doesn't. Wow. Well, I mean, that is too risky still. Think I land in Luxembourg at 10. Oh, you land, yeah. I can double check. Yeah, it was 10 a.m. something. I'll check again. Scheduled for 10:15. Why are you flying with, what was it? Royal Airlines? Is it that one? forgot which flight, I mean not the flight number, but which company it is, but keep wondering why you don't fly with Ryanair, seeing as they, or even Luxair, sometimes they have promotions of where you can fly from London to Luxembourg or vice versa for under $100. I think even 70 euros, even less. Oh, you fly. Okay, you flying with Luxair the first time, flying home with British Airways. Okay. Maybe I should bring that GameCube memory card you gave me for Animal Crossing. Yeah, you can bring that one. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. My dad paid for the flight and he wanted me to get there quickly and safely. Well, that's, yeah. Understand that. What happened yesterday evening? You didn't get the shiny... No, it's... The Latios struggled again. Until now, this has been the most stubborn shiny I'm hunting. The Leperberry trick thing does buy me some time, but I have tested it before as well on normal Latios, and it appears that it always uses that to replenish the PP for Luster Purge, which only gives me 5 more rounds. But 5 more rounds is better than no rounds. Flight to you was cheaper last time, yeah, not sure why. I mean, I'm not a regular flyer, I hate flying. And last time I was in a plane was in 2020. So I'm not the kind of person who can advise you on the matter, but it depends, I'd say, on the flight, the company, and also the time you booked the ticket, I would say. It was either 7 a.m. flight or 9 p.m. flight, and I didn't fancy getting to you at midnight. Yeah, overnight flights, I mean, they do save time sometimes, but I am unable to sleep in a sitting position. I just can't. Tried sleeping when I had that 10-hour flight. I tried sleeping on the plane, but it was pretty much impossible, and I'm kind of scared of flying. Irrationally so, I know. I know that driving a car is much more likely to end in an accident than flying with an airplane, but I just really don't like the idea of being stuck in a metal tin and not being in control, if that makes sense. I know it's completely irrational, but I also want to avoid flying planes because they're not good for the environment. It's not like I can afford flying all over the place now anyway. Struggle to sleep in a moving car, but I love the turbulence. Oof, I hate turbulence. I mean, we had quite a bit of turbulence when I flew to the Maldives for the honeymoon. That was the 10-hour night flight that I had. The longest flight I ever had, and that flight was... I mean, everything went correctly. There was nothing wrong. The flight attendants were very friendly. The food was good, but being in a plane for 10 hours when you hate flying is really... I'm not looking forward into being in a plane again in my life, to be honest. I'll try to circumvent having to take a plane in the future. I just really don't like the feeling of being in a plane. Also, airports, they're loud, they're noisy, they're busy. there's a veil of anxiety looming over airports, which I can't really put my finger on what exactly it is about it, but I always feel that strange feeling when I am at airports. And there was a bit of turbulence over the Arabian Gulf when we flew over that, and I was scared a lot. But the flight attendants, the stewardesses, had a relaxed face and demeanor to them, so I assumed that was standard. And the plane tells you, hey, it's okay. No, the pilot intercepted and he said, yeah, it's just normal turbulence. Feels very strange though. Somewhat like when you're on a roller coaster and goes downhill, but not as strong. Of course, if the plane were to free fall, then it would be much stronger than that, but I don't think about things like these. Sometimes my mind can get very curious about what happens, and then I hate myself for reading about accidents or other things. My brain wanted to figure out how it happened, but my empathetical side doesn't like it because it feels bad for the people involved. Wonder if anyone else here also does that. Try to avoid doing that, but sometimes my brain is just way too curious. I also can't sleep in a moving car. Oops. Oh no. That wasn't good. Just pressed A by accident. Dang it. Sorry, I was away from keyboard. All I heard was, does anyone else try to do that? No, I just asked if anyone else has that weird thing where you are very curious about something, how something happens. For example, a plane crash, but then at the same time you don't want to read about it because it's very dramatic, and I mean, I can't even imagine the pain of people losing their loved ones because of an accident. But my brain really wants to know how the accident happened, and my empathetic side says, no, stop, this is horrible, these poor people. And I just keep wondering if anyone else is like that. Okay, so 1 hour 10 minutes in. Still haven't gotten the timing correctly. I will stop the stream a little bit before 19 my time, or 7 p.m. Say it again for those who didn't catch it the first time I said it. A friend will come over at 7 p.m. my time, and then I want to be present for him. So that's when the stream will end. Let's hope that we will get it this time. I'm like that too. Maybe it's an autism thing. I don't know. I do know some people who also are like that, but with the extreme curiosity, but they're not autistic. Wonder if Arch will also come today. Did you ever fly with Lux Air before, James? I forgot. You could also maybe one time come with the come via boat, because there's ferries that drive from, or well, boats that come from. They stop at London, then you take them, and your next stop is going to be Amsterdam. And I could pick you up at Amsterdam. That would be interesting. I think it was Luxair that lost my suitcase last time. Wasn't it British Airways though? I remember it being British Airways. At least you got the suitcase back, right? Yeah, it was on your way home, exactly. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't happen again. Was the way home then the way there, would I have to buy everything again? Oh, there it is, there it is. Shiny Latios. Finally, now you know what's in store. When my cousin flew to America, she lost her luggage on the way and had to spend $600 replacing everything. Ouch. Don't you have a I know that there are some how do I say it? There are some special things you can, like contracts and insurance that you can sign in case something like this happens, and then you get the worth of your items back. There has to be something like this. You can do it. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's pretty wild recently with all that struggling going on. Let's do another double team. Right. Doing the trick thing. I didn't name this Mr. Mime. This Mr. Mime comes from a in-game trade in Fire Red. Okay, I use trick. And now the Latios has the Leper Berry. So at least that will buy some time. Let's use a substitute while we're at it. Insurance, yeah, I think this was their first time flying and I didn't realize at the time. It was a long time ago. I'm not sure if the rules changed since then. Yeah, I mean that insurance, I think that still exists. I do know that something like that has to exist. Alright, I'll already give Rosina the chance. Cool thing that you can transfer the substitute as well. And now it's gone, but I don't really need it. At least this is a measure so that my Smeargle doesn't immediately die after 5 hits. Because this Latios does pack a punch. And Smeargle isn't known to be the strongest Pokemon in terms of stats. You woke up again? Using false swipe. I mean, it's not 1 HP, but I might as well try and throw a ball. Immediately breaks out. Okay, 1 shake. You woke up. Okay, I think I need to give some stat boosts though. Yeah, why not? Increase the crit chance. X attack while we're at it. Please don't get a drop. Please don't. Good. Then I can use... Oops. Playing this on the GameCube, sometimes you accidentally hit left or right on the D-pad. Let's use this as well, and then that should be good. What is this now, the 4th time that I'm battling against this Latios? You immediately wake up, wow. No, don't wake up so quickly. He always heals afterwards. Thing is, using a Pokemon with heal block or the attack where you cannot use the attack if your opponent has it, where it seals your opponent's attacks. Can't use that though, because that would mean it will struggle earlier. Good, still sleeping. Don't heal. Okay. Sleeping is a good status condition in this context because it doesn't deplete any PP that the opponent might be using. That color scheme just fits so perfectly, but the Latios just does not want to stay in the ball. Just wondering who's struggling here, the Latios or me? Okay. You woke up. You're psychic. You're going to sleep again. Thank Arceus for Spore. Wonder if we get it this time. Come on, let this be the one. Nope. Okay, no stat drop, that's good. Well, yeah, I think you should, James, you should bring the memory card if you like. Stubborn Latios. Still looking for a good name for this one. Any teal gemstones with a nice name? You're using recover again. There's a tourmaline, but I don't think these gemstones have to be teal. Some gemstones have, for example, there are red rubies. There are also rubies that are blue, and we call them sapphire because, fun fact, sapphire and ruby and sapphire are the exact same gemstone. Oh, that almost got me. Almost convinced me that this was the one. Definitely bring the memory card. Also wondering if I should bring my Blu-ray. Just use that so we don't have to hear that sound all. Oh, and you wake up immediately afterwards. Don't even give me a second. What a stubborn Latios. My browser crashed. Did you want me to bring Mario or Barbie? Oh, you can bring both. I think my stream went offline for a short time. Don't know why that happened though. Right, back to throwing Pokeballs. Almost had me for a second. Again. Now you can use your stupid attack again because... Oh wait, will Rosina survive this? Ooh, barely. But yeah, James, you can bring both. And just, I was talking about... Oh, that was so close. Anyway, I was talking about sometimes DVDs are region locked apparently, because I do have a Canadian Ghost in the Shell, if you know that anime movie. I have it, but my DVD player refuses to play it because it's Canadian. Even though I bought the movie with my money, So I just don't understand why DVDs might have a regional lock in place. Just so you know in advance that maybe the Mario movie or the Barbie one. Ooh, that is very close. Maybe they won't work, the movies. Can't guarantee that they will work. Maybe we'll have to watch them on the PC. The Blu-rays, I don't know if that makes a difference. Yeah, the Ghost in the Shell DVD that I have is also Blu-ray, and yet... Okay, I wanted to... There you are. Top elixir, so my PP are planished. Oh, don't attack, don't... Oof, that good thing that missed. And that would have definitely killed. I mean, I bought them in the UK, so they're European copies. Well, apparently with DVDs it doesn't really work like that. Apparently there are different region locks, and... I mean, I do have DVDs that I bought in Europe, and yet they don't work. I also have a Blu-ray of Spirited Away, and it... Oh, I got it! I got it! Finally! 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 You know what? I'm going to immediately save, because that has been a real struggle, hasn't it? Wow. Finally! Right, how close was I? Oh wow, that is actually very early. Considering, yeah, that is very early. You managed to get it. Yeah, I got it, look. There it is. There he is, finally. The nature is zacht, which is German for careful. I mean, not a direct translation. I would maybe choosing a different translation, but then again, I'm not part of Nintendo or Pokémon team's Game Freak's translation team. I'm just really glad that I finally got it. Wow, that took quite a while, didn't it? What I was trying to say, I have Spirited Away. I bought it in the Blu-ray in Europe, and yet I have a DVD player that just doesn't want to play it. It just doesn't work. That's a nice thing. You got it. Yeah, finally. That really did take a long time. Still got some time left, I think. I'm going to do the surprise bit now. Because 17:33 I planned on streaming for maybe another hour. Oh yeah, wait, I'll change the items as well. Because you stole the Soul Dew, as I ordered you to do. And I finally have a shiny Latios. That was hard. I will clone you later because I always do security copies of every single shiny Pokemon that I catch. You can go back to the psychic type box. Alright, so the surprise I was talking about is I still got my Pokemon Ruby, my French Ruby, and I have the roaming Latios that I can set up to hunt, and I'm going to do that now. So let's try for another shiny Latios, but this time a Latios that will run away the first time or the first chance he gets. There we go. So are there shinies of every Pokemon character or just specific ones? Every single Pokemon has a shiny form. No exception. And the odds are very low. Think of it somewhat like albinism in humans or in animals. Sometimes you got animals that don't produce melanin, so they're white or very bright, and they usually have either blue or red eyes. It's a bit like that. It's very rare, and it just affects coloring. Doesn't make it a better Pokemon, doesn't make it a worse Pokemon. It's just a different color, but because it's so rare, it's something that people love to find. Alright, so I got the my Ruby. When you have that TV mission, when you go and beat the Elite Four. If you beat the Elite Four, you will wake up in your childhood bedroom in this game, and then there's a TV special coming on about a Latias or Latios. Oh hey Arch, there you are. Yeah, I finally caught the shiny Latios. Finally did that, and now I am doing the same thing again. That was the surprise that I talked about in earlier streams. I'm now playing my Pokemon Ruby, and I'm trying for the exact same thing, a Latios shiny, but it will be a roaming one. And oh, you just woke up, I see. You can rewatch it later, but yeah, I finally got that shiny Latios. That was quite a piece of work. So yeah, I click the TV, there's the special TV broadcast about a Pokémon that is flying around Hoenn. Et voici un bulletin spécial d'information. Selon les témoignages, un Pokémon volant bleu a été aperçu à plusieurs endroits dans Hoenn. I believe a French person would say Hoenn. But yeah, they're basically saying the exact same thing they say in other languages. They see a blue Pokémon flying through Hoenn. L'identité de ce Pokémon n'a pas encore été déterminée. The identity of that Pokémon couldn't be determined. We know it's a Latios. Et maintenant, voici votre film du soir en exclusivité. And now some movie that we don't care. And when the TV shuts off, that's exactly the frame where the shiny gets or the Pokemon gets generated, and that's what we need to reset for. What's the easiest and hardest shiny to get? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, the easiest would be in the newer gens, because you can use various methods to lower the odds. For example, there's the Masuda method, where you lower the odds from you lower the odds by breeding two Pokemon that come from different regions. So the easiest shiny would be either some form of shiny that you get by either Masuda method or chaining. There's shiny chaining as well. There are different various things or methods you can use. Hardest shiny to get would be special event Pokemon, where you can only try once, and if it's not a shiny, then that's it. You would theoretically have to buy so many copies of the game to get it, but no one's crazy enough to do that. That would be, for example, shiny Manaphy that you get from Pokemon Ranger. Okay, so the delay for the TV one is 3 frames. I change the profile to my Ruby and I click generate. And these are the frames that I get. And unfortunately, I have to tell you guys this. Even if I were to take this frame, the Adamant one, for example, that has really good IVs to attack and defense are 31 and speed is 31. Due to a glitch in Ruby and Sapphire, as well as Fire Red and Leaf Green, roaming Pokemon will have terrible IVs. I think it will maximum a HP stat of or IV of 7 and then 0 for defense and special attack and something like that. So unfortunately, even if I will try for a good frame, I will get bad IVs. These IVs that are listed here, I won't get them. But I can try for a timid one. That way I can at least use the bottle caps in later generations to make the stats a bit better. So I'm gravitating towards a timid spread. Unfortunately, it's not going to have 30 in speed. That would have been nice, but unfortunately that won't be the case. Oh, you don't need to be salty. You can just go back and watch it later. Right, so I don't know, the timid one, we can also try the quiet one. That would be very, very early. I mean, this one is going to be really bad stat-wise anyway, so I think I'll just show how it works. So the earliest one is a bit above 30 seconds. So what you're doing now is should you want to repeat this, you press A, you go through the text until the red triangle is not there anymore. So this is the final text box. And when the counter reaches 0, I press A and I hope that's the right one. Okay. So what you do now, stayed up until 4 my time gaming. Damn nice. That's why you were sleeping, right? So you don't see the Latios immediately. Of course, you have to search for it, go looking for it. And I recommend that you already have Latios or Latias if you're playing on Sapphire. That you already have Latios or Latias registered in the Pokédex. Because that way you can always check where it is. So now it should be around there, on that route. But we're not going to go there. I'm going to show you how I usually go here. Funny thing, this town is called Lavandia in French, and that is weird because in German Lavandia is a lavender town. So I'll take the bike where you can jump in place. That can help. What you do, you go to a route, usually route 110. Then you use the, where is it? The spray so that the wild Pokemon don't annoy you. And then you go into the grass and you hop. Try to have a Pokemon around level 30 at the first spot in your party. And then what you do is you check. Got some stuff to do. I hope we see each other again. Bye guys. Bye bye Kratos Skywalker, and thank you for being there. See you next time. Okay, so it's there. When we see it's not on the route that we're currently on, you just go inside this building and we exit. Check the Pokédex again. And you do that for as many times as it takes. As you can see, the Roma RNG is a bit more I mean, the checking to see if you are correct on the correct, if you hit the correct frame, is a bit more tedious, since you have to first go looking for the Roma. That's why I really recommend trading a Latios that you already have traded over, so you can do this. If you don't have it and you do it without the Pokédex, that is very tedious. More tedious than it should be. I was wondering when you'd show up, Arch. Maybe you're going to see this shiny Latios, who knows? Then we'll have a double feature, a double shiny Latios feature. It's close, but for those that don't know, there's no use in me going to the route then, because if I leave this route, then it will fly, the Latios will fly away again. Fly to some other route. Okay. Seems to like get a fresh air of the ocean. It's random where Latios flies. Sure likes the that part of Hoenn apparently now. Ah, it's on my it's here now. So what you do is either you do this and it happens. And as you can see, it's not the correct frame, so we try again. And that's basically how the roaming Latios hunt goes. You can already see the differences between the roaming hunt and the non-roaming hunt. I would love to see the roaming Latios shiny. I hate the roamers and it'd be cool to see one. Yeah, roamers are very annoying to catch. Should I see it in my game, then I will immediately say I will flee. No worries, once it shows up and it's shiny, then that's saved. It will remain shiny because it will keep the stats that it got assigned to. As I said before, the Latios will be generated when I close this text box. So if I did it correctly, if my timing is correct, then then it should be shiny. And if it is shiny, then I will save and we'll have a shiny roamer. Try to catch it as well, of course, but fortunately, this Latios is going to have really bad IVs. That is, should I get it this time? Going to the Pokédex again. He really likes that part of Hoenn. I mean, it is a use the repel, put something around level 30 in front of my party, and then we do the thing again. Probably won't use that Latios competitively because it will have really bad IVs. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. Wants to visit the the ocean, all these cities. Which Pokeball should I use on this one? I mean, I already have one in the netball now. Ah, finally, it's on the route that I'm on. When you hop like this, it doesn't count as a step, so you can rest assured that it won't decrease your repel counter. As you can see, this wasn't the correct frame, so we try again. Just took the earliest frame because that would waste a bit less time. Really, it's such a shame that I can't use the some of these spreads here, because would have been nice having a timid Latios that also has a speed IV of 30, but can't have everything. Okay. Already put you there, and then we fly. Oh, just before I was going to go shower, one of my dogs started barking in his sleep. Cute. Where are you? Oh, you're there. You're always there for some reason. Oh yeah, I already put the repel on. True. As I was saying, I'm gonna be right back, just heading for a shower. Alright. I already do the hopping thing, even though I didn't check too much in. I think I had some kind of psychic vision then. Would have been funny if Latios came now and I didn't even check the Pokédex. Come on, you're here. I know it. There we go. And it's not a shiny. Would have been funny though. It'd be interesting to see a double shiny Latios special. Just happy that the Latios finally got a card. That sure took an eternity. Okay. $2 meters. And you're there again. Really likes that part of Hoenn. Okay, and now we fly again. The good thing about this Latios is I can always decide later if I want to catch it or not. Should I change any plans regarding to which Pokeball to use? Use Repel. And then we check the Pokédex. Pretty close, but not on the route we're on. Still there. Now he's back watching the ocean again. And it's here. Sometimes you get really unlucky with these things and you just have to enter and exit the building for over an hour before Latios or Latias shows up. It's a normal one. But on this save file, if I use the Aeon ticket, I could have a Latias that is timid and has pretty okay IVs. So that's a good thing to consider. Oops, no, I didn't want to give you something. I wanted to change the... There we go. I mean, having one Latios is already very good. Be very interesting to see, though, if we can get a shiny, double shiny Latios feature today. Went a bit too far. You're obsessed with that region of Hoenn. No, that's much closer. No, it's adjacent. Let's see if this Latios is also going to be very stubborn. I can try catching this one with a luxury ball, but I will probably run out of them pretty quickly, seeing as they only have a modifier of 1, which is not just like the netball. Thing is, the netball you can buy as many netballs as your money allows to, but you can only get 1 luxury ball per game, so I need to clone it using glitches. Still not close. If you didn't have Latios in the registered in the Pokédex, this would be really tedious because you couldn't check if Latios is on your route. You'd have to go into the tall grass and do your hopping thing. Good thing I prepared. So far away. $60 kilograms, that's not a lot. For a 2-meter Pokemon. Nope, still not close. Keep accidentally hopping for a second. Close, but not on the exact same road. And going there won't be of any use, because then Latios will just be somewhere else. Hopped again by accident. Fly somewhere a bit more south, Latios, just a tip. Welcome back. Hope you had a good shower. This Latios still has not shown up on the route we're currently on, which is route 110. But we won't give up. If it shows up once as a shiny, then I can just save the game and have the Latios just be shiny and take my time catching it. Still wondering what kind of Pokeball I should use. Or if any of you guys have a good idea for a nickname. It's always on an adjacent road, but never on the road that I'm on. Wants to troll us a bit. Uploaded 2 new vids and I want to upload more, but the grinding is painful. Yeah, I'll check them out later. Yeah, working on videos is not as easy as some people might want you to believe. Still not in my... Just come to Route 110. I heard it's really nice here. I heard there's a comfortable Pokeball you can be in. That is close, but it's not the route I want you to be on. There's nothing much. One was just me fighting a boss with my friend, but as a chibi we failed. What boss was it? Waiting for that thing to turn up on the right road takes more time than the waiting for the timer. Don't play games, Latios. He really likes that corner of Hoenn. Yeah, sometimes you get it right on the first try, where he's immediately the route you want him to be, and sometimes relocating or hoping that you're still there, okay. Hoping that he'll come to the right route could maybe cost or last 1 hour, if you're really unlucky. Okay. Fought this vampire dude called Count Vermilion, which is a part of a quest line. I have finished it, but my friend has not, and he's painful. I might try grinding a different boss right now, though. Oh, I see. Hopefully get the second Latios to stream as well, that would be nice. Ah, finally, he's on the route that we're on. Let's head to the grass. Oh, did I do the... Oops, no, I forgot about that. Forgot about the... There we go. You do need to use repel. I mean, you don't have to, but it makes it easier. Because then, when you put a level 30-ish Pokemon at the front of your team, usually that means the only wild encounter that will happen on this route, now that Latios is there, will be Latios. Don't be shy, come out. There we go. And it's a normal blue standard Latios. Just showcase that. Yeah, Latios will immediately flee. Okay. See if it... Sometimes you go to Route 1 and it's immediately there. Let's see if we got lucky. No. Okay. Go change the U, and then we fly back and do the process all over again. Man, I knew about the roaming glitch for a while and I feel bad. Shiny Latios be barely useful until IVs are up. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. I mean, the Latios or Latias on Southern Island don't have that glitch. But for some reason, every single roamer does. Except in Emerald. Because my normal Latias, my Latias named Cerise, she has normal IVs. You can still use the Latios in later gens. And like I said before in previous live streams and previous videos, should any of you donate even one single buck, then you are entitled to get a clone of any of the Pokemon that you choose. For example, if you want a clone of my Latios from Emerald, then you'll get it. I'll use Pokemon Home and Pokemon Box for that. I have both. You can even choose which game you want it on. I mean, if you want to have it on a Generation 4 or 5 or 6 game, then the online features have been disabled for these. I think there are fan servers that still work though, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe we could trade still. But yeah, just for your information, should that happen. I might wait till I Rayquaza, yeah. I mean, who doesn't want a black Rayquaza? You can also donate twice and then you get 2 clones, or it's not, I don't think it's possible right now to donate during my streams because I think I need to be monetized. I don't see the option. But there's still the Ko-fi and Subscribestar and Patreon, and I count these as well. The Rayquaza I will get in this on this Ruby save file will even have really good IVs. So that will definitely be worth it, having a clone of that. There's also the Reggies, and like I said before, the Southern Island Latias. It's a shame I won't probably not be able using this Latios. In competitive, I really have to use the one I caught in Emerald. Don't remember who said that this Latios, this shiny Latios, would be good on a in a dive ball. Not sure. I mean, yeah, I kind of see it, but to me the dive ball is more a sky blue than a teal. Won't use a great ball though, because I do have standard Latios, non-shiny Latios in a great ball, because I think the great ball fits its color scheme very well, and that wasn't too easy catching a Latios in a great ball. Still not as hard as catching it in a netball, to be honest, but do I even have a luxury ball on me now? I do remember wasting them on, oh, good. Tried chugging some on the shiny Groudon, but that didn't work. Come out, come out. Wherever you are. So did I hit the correct frame? Let's see. No, I didn't. Do any of you use or play Pokemon Sleep? I've been using it. I mean, it's not really scientifically accurate, but sleeping for a long time is usually something I'm good at. Sometimes I'm a sleepyhead. Okay. Keeps turning up around the ocean, that's pretty funny. Oops. The Groudon that I have also has very good IVs, and with very good I mean the attack IV, the defense IV, and the speed IV. They are 31. Okay, I used Repel. I unfortunately can't skip the cry playing when I check the Pokédex. Be good, Latios, be good. keeps spawning up the route or the tower where the dead Pokemon are buried. Wonder what I should hunt for the next stream. If I should do this Latios, should I not get it this time, or... I mean, it was a surprise. Oh, come on, Latios, be nice. Did the hop thing again. It's when you press B. So, there again? So close yet so far. He's trolling me. So I'll stream for another 20 minutes. I'll just say, let's try this attempt, and then I think I'll call it a day. And then I'll eat dinner with a friend who comes soon. In half an hour there's a friend who comes by. Still not. Imagine doing this for an hour. Which would be realistic if you didn't have the Pokédex entry. Stream's already ending, I haven't been up for that long. Yeah, time zones. Been streaming since 4 PM my time. So 2.5 hours approximately. Ah, finally. So now the moment of truth approaches. Come out. I know you're here. It's funny doing it on an isolated patch of tall grass like this. Imagine jumping in place on your bicycle and then a plane dragon shows up. That's basically what's happening here. And it's not a shiny, unfortunately, now. Should I do another attempt or not? What do you guys think? The heart animation is funny. Okay, I'll do one last, but then that will be the last one for sure. Yeah, I'll do one more attempt, Arch. My predictions are horrible. Well, let's see. If I shouldn't get it today, then I will definitely stream this one. Okay. Let this be the second one. Yeah, let's hope. So it won't take too long. What's up with my voice lately? Maybe it's just a cold. Even though it's not really that cold outside. 10 degrees Celsius, that is not cold for this time of year. I will beg Latios just to be shiny. You're good, Latios, and you're on route 110. Oh, no, you like Zootopolis City way too much. Okay. Oops, no. Use repel. Max repousse in French. Repel and repousse is basically, yeah, that's how I would translate it as well. Be teal, yeah. First, appear on route 110 as fast as possible, and second, be teal. And third, be shiny, which is the exact same thing as the second option. Be a good Latios, please. Catching it with a nest ball would be pretty funny, although somewhat hard. But there's a way of trapping the Latios so it doesn't flee. That's close, but not the exact route that I want you to be on. Close to the league. I guess Latios wants to be a champion, but sorry Latios, but with these IVs, I don't know. I don't know about that. It's just pure luck whether or not the Roma is on the route that you're currently on or not. So either you get lucky or you get very unlucky. Nice full moon outside. Can see it from the room I'm in. See a beautiful moon and some. It's enveloped by some clouds. Looks really good. Ah, finally. Okay, let's hope that this is the one. The one and only. Well, let's see. That went quick. And unfortunately, it's not shiny. But all things considered, we did finally get the shiny Latios in Emerald. Let's see when I will continue doing this one. But I'm really glad that at least like I said before, I got the shiny Latios in Emerald, which has much better IVs than this one is going to have. And as always, I thank everyone who watched my stream for coming. And I hope that you had fun. I sure did. Man, I'm going to try to upload some more videos today. Do that, Arch, do that. Then when I'm done with dinner and all that, then maybe I'll get the time to check that out as well. Yeah, James, see you tomorrow. I will see you in person. See, I love your streams, by the way. Always make me happy seeing them on my recommended. That's very nice of you, Arch. I'm also always happy seeing people like you who are very loyal, coming back again and again to my streams. Every streamer wants to have people like that. Well, it has been fun. The struggle is finally over. And until next time then. See ya!